Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the barbell deadlift. One of my favorite lifts, and I also got specialized in teaching how to do this one through my DRM. So, with this exercise, first and foremost, I'm going to be stepping up to this bar, shoulders apart, centered in the bar, and my shins completely against the bar. Okay? I'm going to come to grab this bar, and you can go an over, under hand, which means I have one hand gripping over, one hand gripping over, under, okay? And I am shoulder width outside my knees here, okay? So remember, I am stepping against this bar with it pretty much against my shins. And it's gonna stay there throughout the duration of this entire exercise, okay? So I'm coming down, gripping it, over, under. But when I went down to grip this, my shins did not hit this bar and the bar rolled away. If that happens, I need to reset completely, step back up to this bar, grip it, over, under, okay? So we have that. From right here, my elbows need to be covering my knees, okay? So from the lateral view over here, you cannot see my knees through my elbows, okay? That's my hip height. That's how high I want your hips to be. If I have my knees in front of my elbows, my hips are too low, see that, low. If I have my knees behind my elbows, my hips are too high. And that looks like I'm gonna use a whole lot of that, okay? So, stepping up to the bar, shins against, planting in, feet shoulder width, toes pointing forward, this conventional deadlift. And then I'm gonna go over, under, I'm gonna cover up my knees with my elbows, get my hip height. From here, I'm gonna show the logo on the front of my shirt, so I flatten that back, okay? That's my next step. So, there, flatten. I am not like this, I'm not like a turtle, I am flat as can be. So I want that flatness throughout the entire this lift here. If you were not flat during the lift, you need to fix it, get flat, or lighten the weight, or whatever you gotta do to prevent that back. If you need practice getting that back flat, and you don't know what I'm talking about, and how to cue that, shoulders back, I like to do the old yoga pose. Was it cat, camel, cat-cow, and then you go into that to get that back flat. So that cow part is pretty much what I'm doing. Shins against, over, under grip, cover knees, back flat, I got that camel. Okay, from there, I can take a deep breath, the Valsalva maneuver, and then I'm going to fill my lungs up with air and expel the air all the way up. Okay, that helps brace the core filling up in the air. It helps with my power expelling the air on the way up. Okay? And on the way down, don't worry about a negative. I'm not trying to set this down gently. Just follow it down. Okay? So going all the way through here. Stepping in, shins against. Over, under, cover knees. Okay? Get that back nice and flat. Okay? So make sure you get that deep breath. Expel the air all the way up. Get all those cues, because if this bar's away from my shins and I'm trying to lift this, I'm going to be using too much back here. And also, if I'm not in that camel position, I'm also going to be using too much back. Okay, so I'm not lifting it like this, I'm lifting it like this. That makes sense? And just let it fall down. I'm not worried about the negative. There is no negative here. This exercise is all power for strength. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.